The Los Angeles Lakers reserve guard Marcus Smart has found himself in hot water with the NBA following the team's recent victory against the Utah Jazz. The league has taken disciplinary action against the veteran defensive specialist for his conduct during Thursday's game, which saw Los Angeles emerge victorious with a commanding 143-135 final score. On Saturday morning, league officials made their announcement through Executive Vice President and Head of Basketball Operations James Jones. The NBA has decided to impose a financial penalty of $35,000 on Smart after determining that he made an obscene gesture directed toward a game official during the contest. The incident occurred amid the intense back-and-forth action of the Lakers' offensive showcase against Utah. Smart joined the Lakers organization this past summer following negotiations that led to a contract buyout with the Washington Wizards. The experienced guard signed a 2-year deal worth $10.5 million with Los Angeles, bringing his defensive expertise to a team that desperately needed to shore up its backcourt defense. Throughout his career, Smart has earned recognition as one of the premier defensive guards in the league, having been selected to the all-defensive team on 3 separate occasions. Since arriving in Los Angeles, Smart has become an indispensable component of head coach JJ Redick's defensive scheme. His ability to lock down opposing guards on the perimeter has provided the Lakers with a level of defensive intensity they had been lacking. The team's backcourt defense had been a notable weak point before Smart's arrival, and his presence has helped plug those gaps significantly. What makes Smart particularly valuable to the Lakers' rotation is his two-way capability. While his primary role focuses on defensive assignments, Smart possesses offensive competence that sets him apart from other defense-first players on the roster. This balanced skill set makes him the most reliable defender who can also contribute meaningfully on the offensive end of the floor. The Lakers have other defensive-minded players on their roster, but they come with significant limitations. Guard Gabe Vincent and forward Jared Vanderbilt represent the other top perimeter defenders available to Coach Redick. However, both players struggle considerably when it comes to offensive production. Vincent shows unwillingness to attack the basket and create scoring opportunities, while Vanderbilt's offensive game remains extremely limited in scope. These offensive deficiencies make it challenging for Redick to keep either player on the court for extended stretches, especially during crucial moments of games. This reality has elevated Smart's importance to the team's overall strategy. Alongside fellow summer acquisition DeAndre Ayton, Smart has quickly established himself as one of the Lakers' most valuable defenders. Together, they form the backbone of Los Angeles' defensive identity under Coach Redick's system. While Smart may no longer be performing at the peak level that earned him the Defensive Player of the Year award earlier in his career, he continues to bring immense value to any team he joins. His basketball intelligence, defensive instincts, and ability to guard multiple positions remain elite-level attributes. The wear and tear of a long professional career may have diminished some of his explosive athleticism, but his fundamental defensive skills and understanding of the game compensate for any physical decline. Ayton, who is still only 27 years old, arrived in Los Angeles with his own set of expectations. During his time with the Phoenix Suns alongside point guard Chris Paul, Ayton showcased tantalizing defensive potential in the front court. His rim protection and ability to switch onto smaller players made him a crucial defensive piece for those Suns teams. While he hasn't quite recaptured that same defensive form since joining the Lakers, there are encouraging signs that he's buying into the team's defensive philosophy. On the offensive end, Ayton has carved out a useful niche as a lob threat for the Lakers' primary playmakers. Superstars Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and LeBron James all benefit from having Ayton's vertical spacing as an option. When these elite passers attack the defense, Ayton's ability to finish above the rim provides another dimension to Los Angeles' offensive attack. The financial penalty against Smart serves as a reminder that even veteran players must maintain composure when dealing with officiating decisions. The NBA maintains strict standards regarding player conduct toward referees, and obscene gestures cross a clear line that the league will not tolerate regardless of a player's status or experience level. For Smart, the $35,000 fine represents a relatively minor setback in what has otherwise been a successful transition to Los Angeles. His impact on the court far outweighs this disciplinary matter, and the Lakers organization will surely view this as an isolated incident rather than a pattern of concerning behavior. The team's recent success, including their latest victory over Utah, demonstrates that Smart's contributions remain overwhelmingly positive. As the Lakers continue their campaign, Smart's defensive presence will remain crucial to their aspirations. His ability to take on the toughest defensive assignments night after night allows other players to conserve energy and focus on their offensive roles. This specialization has helped Los Angeles develop a more balanced and effective overall team structure. The league's decision to announce the fine publicly serves multiple purposes. It reinforces the NBA's commitment to maintaining respectful interactions between players and officials, sets a precedent for future similar incidents, and reminds all players that their conduct on the court carries consequences. Smart will certainly absorb this lesson and continue contributing to the Lakers' success, while ensuring he stays within the boundaries of acceptable on-court behavior going forward. The Los Angeles Lakers are facing a potentially significant injury crisis as they prepare for their Saturday showdown against their crosstown rivals, the LA Clippers. Head coach JJ Redick could be without as many as 3 players from his preferred starting lineup when the two teams meet for another installment of the Battle of LA. According to reports from Jovan Buha of Buha's Block, the Lakers have already ruled out 2 of their starting 5 players for the upcoming contest. Starting shooting guard Austin Reeves will be unavailable due to a left calf strain that has been bothering him recently. The team has also declared starting center DeAndre Ayton out of action because of soreness in his left elbow. These absences represent a considerable blow to the Lakers' lineup continuity and overall effectiveness on both ends of the floor. The injury report doesn't stop there for Los Angeles. Reserve guard Gabe Vincent remains sidelined as he continues to deal with a sore lower back that has kept him out of recent games. Vincent's absence further depletes the Lakers' backcourt depth at a time when they can least afford to lose additional guards. Adding to the team's injury concerns, starting power forward Rui Hachimura has seen his status downgraded to questionable for Saturday's game. Hachimura is dealing with soreness in his right groin, and the Lakers' medical staff will evaluate his condition leading up to game time to determine whether he can safely take the court. If Hachimura is unable to play, the Lakers would be missing 3 of Coach Redick's 5 preferred starters. There is one piece of roster news that falls outside the injury report. Reserve point guard Bronny James Jr., the son of Lakers superstar LeBron James, is currently getting playing time and development opportunities with the team's G League affiliate, the South Bay Lakers. This assignment allows the young guard to receive consistent minutes and continue his basketball development in competitive game situations. Despite these injury challenges, the Lakers have been performing well lately. The team has strung together victories in their last 2 games and has posted an impressive 7 wins in their last 10 contests overall. This recent success has pushed their season record to 19 wins against just 7 losses, placing them firmly in playoff contention. The Lakers' strong record has secured them the number 4 seed in the highly competitive Western Conference standings. This positioning reflects well on the team's performance throughout the season, especially considering they've managed to maintain this level of play while dealing with various injury issues to key rotation players. Much of the Lakers' success can be attributed to the MVP caliber offensive production from their star guard Luka Doncic. The 5-time All-NBA first-team selection has been phenomenal this season, carrying the offensive load night after night with his exceptional scoring, passing, and overall playmaking abilities. Doncic's ability to create scoring opportunities for himself and his teammates has been the engine driving the Lakers' offense. Alongside Doncic, Austin Reeves has emerged as a legitimate all-star caliber contributor when healthy. Reeves has developed into a reliable secondary scoring option and playmaker, taking pressure off Doncic and providing the Lakers with another guard who can create offense in various ways. His absence due to the calf strain will force other players to step up and fill the void he leaves in the rotation. The ageless LeBron James continues to make significant contributions as well. At this stage of his legendary career, James has adapted his game to maximize his impact while managing his minutes and physical demands. He remains a formidable offensive threat and provides veteran leadership that proves invaluable in high-pressure situations. His recent play has been particularly encouraging for Lakers fans hoping to see one more deep playoff run. The Los Angeles Lakers have been the subject of countless trade rumors and suggestions as the season progresses, with most speculation focusing on how the team might improve its defensive capabilities. This emphasis makes complete sense given the Lakers' struggles on that end of the floor. The organization should certainly be preparing an aggressive pursuit of guard Donte DiVincenzo regardless of defensive considerations. Recent reporting from Chris Persianen at Clutch Points has revealed intriguing information about the Minnesota Timberwolves trade discussions. The report indicates that Minnesota has engaged in exploratory conversations with the New York Knicks regarding a potential deal that would send DiVincenzo back to New York, where he previously played. While the Lakers are not specifically mentioned in connection with these discussions, the mere fact that DiVincenzo appears to be available on the trade market should immediately capture the attention of team president Rob Pelinka. The significance here lies not in the specific teams involved in current talks, but rather in the revelation that the Timberwolves are willing to discuss moving DiVincenzo at all. If Minnesota is genuinely open to trading him, Pelinka should be prepared to act decisively and aggressively to bring the talented guard to Los Angeles. The Lakers currently operate as one of the league's most potent offensive teams. They rank within the top 7 offenses across the NBA, powered primarily by the exceptional play of 2 elite guards in Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. These 2 players have formed a dynamic backcourt partnership that creates scoring opportunities through their individual brilliance and collaborative chemistry. Given this offensive strength, the Lakers might not appear to need additional help on that side of the ball at first glance. However, DiVincenzo brings a specific functional element that the Lakers' current roster completely lacks. His primary value comes from his high-volume three-point shooting ability, which he combines with constant off-ball movement to create scoring opportunities. This combination of skills represents exactly the type of player Los Angeles needs to take its offense to an even higher level. Despite receiving plenty of three-point attempts from both Doncic and Reeves, the Lakers face some concerning statistical realities regarding their perimeter shooting. The team ranks near the bottom third of the league in the share of their total shot attempts that come from beyond the three-point line. Even more troubling, their overall efficiency from three-point range falls well below league average. These numbers suggest that while the Lakers have capable shooters, they lack the volume and efficiency needed to maximize their offensive potential. Another gap in the Lakers' roster construction becomes apparent when examining off-ball movement. Not a single player among their non-big men grades out as an exceptional mover without the basketball. Jake LaRavia comes closest to fitting this description, but even his movement typically doesn't generate the kind of catch-and-shoot three-point opportunities that modern offenses thrive on. This absence of dynamic off-ball players limits the Lakers' offensive creativity and makes them more predictable for opposing defenses. DiVincenzo addresses all of these concerns simultaneously. His shooting volume stands out immediately when examining the statistics. He attempts 9.2 three-pointers per 36 minutes, which would rank second among all Lakers rotation players if he joined the team. This willingness to fire away from deep provides exactly the kind of floor spacing that opens up driving lanes for Doncic and Reeves while creating more room for cutters and post players. The volume alone wouldn't mean much if DiVincenzo couldn't convert these attempts efficiently. Fortunately, he ranks among just 9 players across the entire league who are attempting more than 9 three-pointers per 36 minutes, while simultaneously converting better than 37% of those attempts. This combination of volume and efficiency places him in truly elite company as a three-point threat. What makes DiVincenzo's shooting even more impressive is that he isn't settling for easy, wide-open looks. His movement-based game generates difficult shots that he consistently knocks down. According to B-Ball Index metrics, DiVincenzo ranks in the 75th percentile of movement points per 75 possessions. This indicates he's constantly working to free himself from defenders through cuts, screens, and relocation movements that create separation. The difficulty of DiVincenzo's shot-making becomes even more apparent when examining advanced metrics. He currently sits in the 99th percentile for efficiency on deep three-point attempts, meaning he excels at making shots from well beyond the three-point line. This production comes despite ranking in just the 23rd percentile of overall three-point shot quality, indicating that many of his attempts come with a defender nearby or off the dribble. Only 3 other players in the entire league are replicating this combination of difficult shot making and high efficiency conversion while playing comparable minutes. That exclusive group includes Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics, Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets, and James Harden of the Clippers. Finding himself in such elite company speaks volumes about DiVincenzo's shooting ability and shot creation skills. From a defensive perspective, acquiring DiVincenzo would not dramatically improve the Lakers' capabilities on that end of the floor. His defensive contributions fall somewhere in the average range, rather than providing the elite perimeter defense the Lakers arguably need. However, the Lakers should not let this limitation prevent them from pursuing DiVincenzo aggressively. They can address their defensive needs through other moves and additions. There exists significant value in creating even more separation between the Lakers and the rest of the league offensively. Where Los Angeles currently hovers around the top 5 to 7 in offensive efficiency, adding DiVincenzo could vault them into genuine top 3 territory or better. Building this kind of offensive juggernaut can overcome defensive limitations when constructed properly. History has shown that teams can make deep playoff runs even with below-average defenses, provided their offense reaches truly elite levels. The Lakers could follow this blueprint by maximizing their offensive potential through the addition of DiVincenzo while continuing to seek defensive improvements elsewhere. DiVincenzo's contract situation adds another appealing element to any potential trade scenario. He's earning $12 million during the current season, with just $12.5 million owed for the following year. These salary figures provide the Lakers with the flexibility they've been seeking, while also representing reasonable value for a player of DiVincenzo's caliber and production level. The biggest challenge in acquiring DiVincenzo involves compensating Minnesota adequately while dealing with a conference rival. The Timberwolves would presumably be reluctant to strengthen a Western Conference competitor without receiving significant value in return. However, if Minnesota is genuinely engaging in trade discussions with the asset-depleted Knicks organization, the asking price for DiVincenzo might not be as prohibitive as one might initially expect. The Lakers possess one first-round pick that they can trade outright, specifically their 2031 selection. This represents one more tradable first-round pick than the Knicks currently control. If Pelinka determines that surrendering this pick or including pick swaps represents too steep a price for DiVincenzo alone, alternative trade structures could be explored. One possibility involves constructing a 3-team trade that provides Minnesota with the ball handling help it desperately needs. Could the Lakers facilitate a deal with the Chicago Bulls that sends guard Kobe White or Ayo Dosunmu to the Timberwolves while Los Angeles acquires DiVincenzo? Such creative deal-making could satisfy all parties involved while addressing each team's specific roster needs. Regardless of which specific path leads to acquiring DiVincenzo, the fundamental argument remains sound and compelling. The Lakers have identified room to become even more dangerous offensively despite their current strong performance. Adding DiVincenzo would accomplish precisely this goal by providing elite three-point shooting, constant off-ball movement, and the ability to create difficult shots in various situations. These attributes would mesh perfectly with the Lakers' existing offensive infrastructure while opening up new dimensions for their attack.